From Dallas, Texas, the flash, apparently official, President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, some 38 minutes ago.
Good morning. Today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. It is the 17th of May. I hope you're planning a great weekend. Graduations are rampant now, and it's great for the families to get together and honor the achievements of the graduates. I'll be doing that this weekend with some grandchildren, plus birthdays. So hopefully everybody across the country enjoys the fruits of the labors of their family, their children, and just enjoy each other. Imagine being President of the United States. It's a very stressful job. You can tell by looking at presidents when they first take office and what they look like when they leave office. But just imagine the two candidates we're having right now, Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Donald Trump, from the moment he announced that he was going to be running for president of the United States, was attacked relentlessly. Never stops. To this day, it isn't stopping. Hillary Clinton, Russian collusion. He's been called a jerk all of his tenure, from the candidacy to the presidency. Everybody was trying to backtrack him. Everybody was trying to destroy him. To this day, imagine the fortitude that this man has, that in addition to running the country the way he did, no wars, we had plenty of oil, backing American industry, our enemies feared us, our allies respected and joined us. Think what we have now. All of that, plus fighting the relentless attacks. Who is more fit now to fill that job? Biden left his instructions on what kind of debates he wants to have, and basically is, I don't want to talk. His staff is restricting him from talking. What does that tell you? What does that tell you about the capabilities of the man to run the most important country on the face of the planet? I just don't understand how the polls can be as close as they are. The man is incompetent. He can't talk. You can see that. He's old. He started out as a congressman in a one-district state. When that happens, you become king. And he's used to being king. And he has accumulated over his entire career in politics, all of his friends, all of his cronies in politics, doing his bidding. That's why we have the double standard of law that we have here today, which brings us to our Schiffhead of the week, named for Adam Schiff, the Pinocchio Supreme of the Democratic Party. It could be Tiffany Hayward, the mayor of Dalton, Illinois, who's as crooked as they come. She's still in office. They're having the ex-mayor of Chicago, who was incompetent, investigator. That is like having Oscar the Grouch investigate Don Rickles, but that's another story. It could be Fani Willis, the DA down in Georgia, who is now going to be distributing flyers for her re-election that she's going to lose. Plus, they found out there's more money missing. She's got quite a career ahead of her, explaining what she did. Could be Asia Wilson, the basketball player, a star in the WNBA, for her racist remarks about Caitlin Clark. But as we all know, there are no black racists. It could be Michael Cohen, the chief witness against Donald Trump and his whole farce in New York City. The liar. He makes Adam Schiff look like George Washington. I've never seen anyone lie as much as this guy does. But he's getting backed by the press. Why? Because he hates Donald Trump. All you have to do is hate Donald Trump. They'll take your picture, they'll put you in the newspaper, they'll quote you. Don't believe me? Ask Liz Cheney. Ask Fallon, the late night show host. Ask all these idiots at late night. If Donald Trump wasn't around, they'd have no show. But it could be Alvin Bragg, the clown that put all of these indictments together in New York City. They're having, I hope, a gentleman by the Robert Costello testify Monday, and he was Michael Cohen's attorney and confidant when this all began. And he is testifying that Michael Cohen told him Donald Trump had nothing to do with it, didn't even know about the money being transferred to Stormy Daniels, had nothing to do with it. And he gave that information to the DA, to the grand jury, and they ignored it. Why? They want to get Donald Trump. Talk about a miscarriage of justice. And that brings us to our Schiffhead of the week. We take a look at Joe Biden now invoking executive privilege. He doesn't want to have his tapes revealed that he gave to Michael Hu as far as his misplaced documents, the presidential documents that they're trying to hang Trump for. He wants those tapes released. Executive privilege, because it will prove what a doddering idiot he is. He cannot handle intense questioning for more than 60 seconds. Executive privilege. You have Hunter Biden stealing money for 20 years. Hunter Biden not paying taxes. Still a free man. You and I would be in the Hoosgow. There are people in the Hoosgow that did what he did. But his last name is Biden. And all of the hacks that Joe Biden accumulated in his political career over the last 40 years are protecting him. Then you have Donald Trump, who's being charged with everything that they could possibly find and is beating it because it's not true. We have the double standard, dual justice system. One for Joe Biden and one for everybody else. It's a tragedy what they're doing to this country. This happens with Noriega in Latin America. It happens in third world countries. The Democratic Party is turning our legal system into the same thing as a third world country for political purposes, just to get rid of an enemy. It's tragic. And I blame our Schiffhead of the week, Merrick Garland, the head of the Department of Justice, our Attorney General. He's behind it. He's following orders. Joe Biden's giving it to him. The Democratic Party is giving it to him because they know they're going to lose in the ballot box. Merrick Garland, our Schiffhead of the week, the dual justice system, trying to destroy our democracy. The only people who are good and honest and free and fair in this country are named Biden. Everybody else is fair game, which means you too. Merrick Garland, our Schiffhead of the week. Watch the Howdy Boomy podcast, the Howdy Boomy Show, on the YouTube channel, LinkedIn. Remember, God bless America, the Howdy Boomy Show, truth, justice, the American way. God bless you. Have a great weekend. God bless America.